Hey guys, it's Dave, aka Finance Guy, bringing you another 54 bucks EverQuest raid on EQ Emulator. We'll go install on my computer, and we are at Blob 2 in Vex Thal, finishing up this Vex Thal run. Even though it's been a couple weeks of doing it, this will be the second to last boss next to AHR. This boss sucks. In fact, I actually wiped making the video and like really badly, so I deleted the video. I'm starting over again. A little bit about Blob 2. Hits like a truck, like Avatar of War style, and faster than Avatar of War, just doesn't flurry and is slowable. So, really nasty mob, really. Just like probably a lot worse than AHR. It does have the Black Wind proc that can do a ton of more damage and then also throws people around. So, we're gonna do our best here. Honestly, I hate this mob. I hate this mob. This mob is really challenging. We are in the corner opposite of the door you come in. I summoned everyone here just to make it easier. You could come through. You could put your clerics behind the wall where the door is, and have everyone charge in. But we're just gonna do it this way. Just make it easy. So I'm turning on the complete heal chain. I'm actually gonna do set timing 3 seconds to start, and I usually do not do that. I'm doing it because this guy is so dangerous when he's unslowed. So we're gonna go full healing speed as best as possible, and eventually slow it down when he's slowed. So we're just gonna do this. Here's the raid. If you haven't been following along, we got level 60s and about 200 AAs, and this guy has 1.9 million hit points. So it's gonna be a long fight, and hopefully I don't die. We're going to tell Allie to turn off her macro because she's my other warrior. And if Dave dies, we're going to need another warrior post haste. And if Allie dies in the middle of a fight, then it's a wipe. So we're going to tell everyone to follow. And here we go. All right. Get him engaged. Turn on the complete heal rotation. Get him debuffed as fast as possible. No waiting. No waiting. Even means killing an enchanter or two. So he's crippled. I get defensive up as fast as humanly possible. Oh my god, he still hits hard. You're going defensive up. Wow. Where is slow? Why isn't slow happening? I am shocked. I'm shocked. Where is slow? There we go. Finally. Woo! Okay. So now he should be a little more manageable. In fact, I'm gonna set the complete heal timing to 5 seconds. And we'll just keep an eye on slow, and slow it's gonna come down. We'll drop it back to 3 seconds, or if defensive comes down. So we need to keep Blob 2 in this corner, and the reason for that is because the clerics are where are they? They're here. They're over here. And we want to make sure Dave is in complete heal range without making the clerics in line of sight of Blob 2. Because if they're in line of sight, his fling will throw them. And if they get thrown into the main room, then they're going to get thrown by every fling, which means complete heal is going to be basically not happening every so often. And if we do not get complete heals, we're dead. This is no fight to be joking around. No real special moves on Blob 2 except for just hitting like an absolute truck. And, again, I guess tossing and then having that 1500 point DD is a special move. But no AoEs, really. No things to worry about. Kiting, no debuffs, but hitting like a freaking truck. Very difficult mob. Like I said, probably harder than AHR. But it looks like we have it under control for now. Defensive is already down, half down. This might be a good fight to tank swap on if you don't have a lot of healing power, if I'm being honest. I think it would not be a bad fight to tank swap, and what that would mean is having 2 or 3 warriors. I have 2 warriors in my raid, and just like when the main warrior's defensive goes down, consider killing him or her on purpose, so that the complete heal chain automatically switches to the next warrior. Or you could use a command to tell the clerics to switch heals. You might want to make a macro, hotkey for that, so you're not typing furiously mid-fight. Because once defensive goes down, this fight gets a little scary, and it is going down fast. And I see Dave getting hammered. I'm not sure if he's going to survive. And if I put the complete heal timing on 3 seconds, which is what I'm about to do, the clerics are going to have mana issues because of how many hit points this guy has. So we're going to try it, and I'm going to do it right now. Well, not yet. Maybe we'll wait for that defensive tick to tick down towards the bottom. I want to make sure I get it in fast enough. Yeah, we'll do it right now. Okay. So we're going to set the timing for 3 seconds, and now we're going to get much... Oh, yeah, okay, it worked. Okay, so now we can get really fast complete heals. And my clerics do have a lot of mana regen. So they should not run out of mana, but they're sure going to lose a lot of mana. And what I'll be doing is keeping an eye. And if they get down to a, below half mana and Blob 2 is not getting towards death, or at least, maybe a quarter health, I'll slow down the complete heal rotation and, pray to God at that point. Also, this fight does take a long time, and defensive will be up in 7 minutes, and I suspect the fight will be going on in 7 minutes, honestly. We'll be sitting here for a while hanging out together. This fight is long and challenging, as far as, and talk about tank stats, like, I have over 2,000 armor class, which is probably phenomenal at this point in the game. I remember, this is a true story, when I first hit level 60, I was in Kunark stuff, and I didn't do Kunark for very long. I didn't really gear up. I was just using Kunark to get to 60 and do some epics. So when I started doing Velius, and I don't think I was recording YouTube videos when I first started Velius. I think I had gotten to Temple of Ishan, I had gotten to Halls of Testing, and I was like, hey, I have an idea. I'm gonna record a video and put it on Facebook, and I got a huge likes and stuff. So I started recording these videos, all the videos. My armor class was buffed like 1,350, and my hit points buffed was like 5,700. So it just really shows you that you can. You know what? Hold on 1 second. I just gotta summon Blob 2 away from the credits. Summon him, move him a little bit. Okay. Anyway, so it just shows you how far you can really come in a period of time. I'm gonna harm touch Blob 2 real quick. It really shows how far you can come, just like killing stuff over and over again. And obviously, if you've been in a raiding guild doing this stuff, you probably know this yourself, that stuff gets noticeable after you've done it enough and you've gotten a lot of loot. Like, this fight would have been impossible like a month ago, or maybe a little over a month ago. And like I would have been like way out of mana. It's cool. It's a cool concept in obviously in video games where getting stronger actually is noticeable, even though like it's incremental. Like each piece of gear does not necessarily contribute so much to the grand scheme of things. But when you get 20 pieces of gear, maybe 10 pieces of gear, it contributes a lot. And it's cool. So we might lose Arthur because that harm touch is huge aggro. So I'm actually gonna have Norm harm touch now, because this is the kind of mob that I need to harm touch on because he's so freaking hard. I usually don't waste my harm. I shouldn't say I don't waste them. I just don't even think to use them. But this is a good fight to use harm touch. But the auxiliary clerics are keeping Arthur up pretty well, which is great. They're gonna run out of mana doing that. But I finally got aggro off him. Oh no, he still got aggro. Let's get aggro off him. Yeah, there we go. I think Arthur's okay now. I'm purposely keeping some endurance for Dave. I'm not berating because I want to be able to use defensive again as long as possible. I still got 4 minutes to change left on it. Cleric mana is holding up, but I feel like they're losing mana faster than Blob 2 is losing health. So I'm gonna set the complete heal timing to 4 seconds. We're gonna see how that goes. Blob 2 is crippled. He is weakened. He is slowed. He's got a Mark of Karn on him. He has Mark of Retribution, not so much as useful, but Mark of Karn is good for your warrior and all your melee, because every time they hit the mob, they get a little bit of a heal. It's probably 5 or 10 hit points, but when they're swinging, it's a nice little ancillary heal for sure. I actually didn't used to use the marks, especially Mark of Karn. I didn't used to use it, but now I actually have a cleric dedicated to casting Mark of Karn. And I've noticed it works. You'll fight some mobs sometimes that have unresistible AoEs, like Klandakar and Dozekar. They have 500 point unresistible nukes that hits everyone. And when you get hit for 500 enough, it's going to whittle down your party. When you cast Mark of Karn, your melee will heal up a fair share of that 500 between AoEs. And maybe not all of it, maybe half of it, but it mitigates it. It's a good mitigator. So I do highly recommend using Mark of Karn if you don't. Oh wow. Blob 2 has Mark of the Predator on him. He must be a ranger. Makes his attack power go higher. That's just what we need is a higher attack power for this guy. But I seem to have it under control now, even though the clerics are starting to get a little scary low on mana, especially Shelby. Shelby, I don't understand why she's having mana problems. I actually recently got her more mana regen, and it seems like she's having trouble keeping up. I'm gonna just check her real quick and make sure she has her buff on. Maybe Shelby isn't buffing herself. Let's see. No, she has it on. She has High Priest Bulwark on. It's like +6 mana regen. She does have it on. So she's just little worse mana regen than some of the other clerics. So I might actually have to slow the complete heal rotation down again, which I really don't want to do, because if Shelby runs out of mana, we're gonna lose a healer, and that could be dead meat for Dave. So it looks like defensive is up in 2 minutes, so Shelby has to last 2 more minutes, and I'm sure she will. Let's see how Turgor's is looking. Turgor still has 3 minutes, so and of course Shaman will automatically recast it, so not a big deal. I'm gonna quick burn again because most of my characters have 2 quick burns because I just reuse that slash command instead of having multiple slash commands. But yeah, we're gonna be done soon. When this is done, we're gonna go kill AHR, and then at some point, maybe today, I'm going to record a video that kind of talks about party composition and, you know, kind of setting up the party and just some considerations. And then at some point when I have time, and hopefully soon, given that this channel has gotten kind of popular, I'm surprised. Thank you guys. I'm gonna record a video that'll show me leveling the raid to 65 and then getting some 65 AAs, and then start doing Planes of Power. I don't remember Planes of Power as well as these raids, so I certain ones I remember very well. And I also don't know how implemented some of the stuff is on this emulator. I'm guessing it is because we're working on Dragons of Norrath already, so I'm guessing Planes of Power is fully implemented. I'm thinking about some of the fights like Koronov and Wrath Council, and I might have to skip those fights. I might just have to like pound kill my way through them because I don't know how to do those fights by myself. And I've seen on Project EverQuest where people, you know, all box openly together. One thing that some people do is you get like 2 or 3 mega boxers will team up together and do those events together because it's almost impossible to do them alone. I'm not sure. I'm just super good at multitasking, can set up special macros just for that. Okay. Oh no, Dave! Okay. Defensive is back up. Sorry, I got nervous. And we're going to set the complete heal timing to 5 seconds just to give Shelby a break. And probably all the clerics at this point. In fact, that's probably why Dave almost died, because the clerics are just getting taxed. So hopefully we can do something about that. And I wonder what I can do is I'm going to have my bards cast Pure Tone, and that should help with the mana regen. So I just did BCAA, all accounts. I told every single character that I have use Pure Tone, so obviously only the bards will use it. But that should help with the mana regen for about a minute or 2. I forget how long Pure Tone lasts for, but it should help. Arthur's finally going to get killed. How does Arthur keep getting aggro? I don't even know, but he's finally dead, and now he won't get aggro anymore. Oh, man. And we were getting really low in cleric mana, and I'm getting nervous. This guy has way too many hit points. Like, AHR also has this pretty much the same amount of hit points. I think she actually has a teeny bit more, but she doesn't hit as hard. And I don't think she has that Black Wind attack, and if she does, maybe it's the weaker version. I just feel like when I did AHR, I was sleeping during the fight because once I set it up, it was good to go. You'll see when we record it, and, you know, after I do this fight, that she's really not the end of the world. I do find this fight much more challenging. Oh. So be careful. Be careful. We're getting dangerously low on mana now, so I'm actually going to set the complete heal rotation to 6 seconds, which I hope helps my clerics get some mana back. Because I know at some point they'll actually start regenerating more than they're casting. my defensive is going down fast, and these characters, this Blob 2 is not going down fast. So I'm gonna tell everyone to start meleeing. So I'm gonna do /BC combat mode, one word, melee. This is gonna tell everyone to just run in and attack. So we're gonna have the casters meleeing, the priests meleeing, except for the clerics who are complete healing. Anyone who has a weapon will start meleeing. And they might only hit for 1 or 2 damage, but God knows we have to kill this guy before he kills Dave. And defensive is almost down, and we are really low in mana. This is going to be a really close fight. This might be a wipe fight where, like, as we're wiping, we kill him. That happened to Avatar of War the very first time I killed him. There was 20 characters left when Avatar of War died. And it was just like, holy crap. So, I gotta speed up the complete heal timing. We're gonna do 4 seconds. So it looks like we are gonna run out of mana on the clerics. It's interesting. This hasn't happened. I've killed Blob 2 at least 5 or 6 times now. Maybe more. I feel like I killed AHR 2 or 3 times now, which means I've killed the Blob 2s the same amount of time as given just 2 of them. But I think we're gonna get this. I guess I do have Allie still alive. So if Dave does die, Allie can run in for the last part. She can Furious defensive, and then, you know, hopefully the clerics will have enough mana to just keep her alive for the last 8% of the fight. So I think we'll be okay. I'm not too worried. I don't know how much mana the other clerics have. Let's see if we can spy on them. So we're gonna go to Allie's character real quick. We see that they still have a fair share of oh, they're a little low too. And if we go to who's the other guy? Sid's party. They are also got a bit of mana left, so that's good. I probably should not tab out on this fight, because if Blob 2 knocks Dave away, sometimes it aggroes someone else, like Norm. But Norm hasn't died, so that's good. Getting down to 4% now. You know, I'm going to Fell Strike. Oh, I don't have the stamina to? Oh, there we go. I'm going to hit a little harder. I actually don't use this discipline ever. I don't even know why it's on my hotbar. And now I'm going to lose all my stamina, so whatever. But I guess I can just throw in a little bonus damage. I don't think I can quick burn again, but I'm going to just try. He's at 2%. At this point, if Dave dies, it's not a big deal. We will do the last 2% before everyone wipes. I would hope. I would certainly hope so. I'm guessing my casters have been out of mana for ages now. I do / mana, not bard. I can stay. Yeah, pretty much everyone is spent. Yeah, almost everyone is out of mana. It looks like Angus has some mana. I wonder why he's not doing anything else. And no one wants to dot or debuff, so that's it. And then, well, you know, he's dead. He'll be dead in 2 seconds, or 3 seconds, or 4 seconds, or 5 seconds, or 6 seconds. He's not dead yet. He's a lot of hit points. All right, he's dead. Wow, what a fight! What a fight! I'm gonna summon back Arthur and Lulabelle, and see if anyone else died. So anyone else died. I'm gonna start over everyone's macro. You'll hear a beep for Dennis's macro that I still haven't fixed. While I do loot, I just want to say, if you like what you've been seeing, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Show people you know, like, what we're doing on EverQuest here and how awesome it is, because it is awesome. And, yeah, it's awesome. So, I don't need this short sword of slaughter, so we're going to destroy it. And I don't need this gift of ego, so we're going to destroy it. Now let's see what we got. So we got the Bracer of Black Blood, which has 20 attack power, so it's going to a monk or a beast ward right off the bat. I don't even know why a druid can use that. Staff of Assault is Mark of the Predator. In combat? Interesting. That's going to a shaman. And then Mask of Dark Thoughts reduces the cast time of spells by 18%. This could go to just about anyone, really. That, you know, cast spells. It could go to a healer that isn't in the complete heal chain, so it doesn't affect complete heal. It also could go to I guess a shaman, or yeah, it could go to just about anyone who casts. So we'll come back to that. So we're gonna do find slot, left wrist only, monk, beast sword. That's what everyone's got. I see a lot of resist gear. I'm gonna give it to Hops, my main monk. He's my beast of a character. I swear to God, Hops could probably tank some of this stuff. Maybe not Blob 2, but he probably tanks some of this other stuff. He's really just geared the heck up. Staff of Assault. I'm gonna give that to let's see what shaman are in which groups. I'm gonna give that to Carly because she has a strong melee group. So when she swings that thing, I'll have to put her in melee combat. When she swings that thing, yeah, that's not a good thing she has. It's a big upgrade besides the proc. When she swings it, she'll power up the whole group. And then lastly, the mask. I'm going to say, let's see, Cleric, Shaman, Druid. We'll just do the priest. And we can give this to a few people. A lot of people have stuff. I'm gonna give it to Zach. Help him with his buffing, help him with his debuffing, help him with his dotting, and he just has a really crappy mask, so he deserves it. He deserves to be ranked up a little bit. Here he has a Valium Ruby Veil, which he got during Classic when I was first starting up, and boom. All right, guys, video is all done. I'm gonna just do a couple things and set up for AHR and record the final video of Vex Thal. And there's probably one more video in Luclin I want to do. That's Visitor of the Cursed, who keeps kicking my butt, but we're going to try to beat him. And then might do an interim video or two, and then we're going to move to Plains of Power. Talk to you soon.